young people are without doubt a generation unlimited. Change makers are what they are because they have perfected the art of breaking boundaries. In the face of challenges, they find a way out, and if there's no way out, they create one. And in good times, they look to opportunities, and if there are no opportunities, they create them. And that is why they are called makers of things. And so, friends and partners, if young people are to distinguish themselves as makers of change, they have to start by breaking boundaries. And if they are to become the generation unlimited, they have to confront the things that limit them, the boundaries that block them. And I want to suggest 3 obstacles that limit our youth from becoming change makers. The first are our social institutions. Young people are viewed in society as a distant promise meant to hatch into future leaders at some point. Yet in reality, our youth are not a promissory note. They are a present gift to be utilized today and not tomorrow. And if properly nurtured and schooled to preserve the common good, they are the present asset, not future prospect. And that is why in Kenya, I have purposely appointed young people to senior ranks, for example, of Chief Administrative Secretary, which is just below a position of a Cabinet Secretary, in order for them to be able to engage in today's issues and find solutions today, not tomorrow. The aim is to provide them all with an opportunity to be properly mentored and prepare them to even more senior positions. And this, I believe, is how we will become change makers in Generation Unlimited. In Africa, for instance, the education environment was created and nurtured to support production methods that were developed in the 1800s. This environment cannot support innovation, and that is why in Kenya we are investing and continue to invest in preparing our youth for a digital economy. Our DigiSchool program has provided over 1 million tablets to children in primary schools, and we are creating an environment that will nurture change makers of the Generation Unlimited. Equally important to position our youth to fit into the 21st century labor market is to adapt a competency-based curriculum and an assessment approach. And the aim is to ensure that our young people's competencies and skills are acquired that help them optimize their individual potentials. Because the biggest enemy of progress is lack of self-drive and self-motivation. If governments provide education for youth and the right environment, what then is their role and the role of the youth themselves? I take the position that the youth must be on their part and have the right mindset, and they must appreciate the essence of self-discipline, hard work, and especially integrity. They must believe in creating wealth and not desiring to be rich using shortcut methods. But because of their social circumstances, young people have a tendency sometimes to disregard themselves. But in Kenya, we are hoping to reverse the situation. We are telling our young people that they are actually closer to the future than we are, and that in their endeavors they are likely to discover things that we cannot fathom in our lifetimes. And this is because the future belongs to them, if only they have the right mindset. In sum, we are telling our youth that the only way to become a change maker in Generation Unlimited is to confront their fears. Do what you are afraid of, so long as it's positive. If your social institution and environment limits you, engage them positively. And because you can't do everything, we encourage you to do something. While at it, we are also telling them not to allow what they cannot do disrupt what they are doing. And this is how the youth of our world will become the change makers that we need.